Hello everyone, I'm IceBlank and today, as the title of the video suggests, I will explain how to support, whether it's with Leona, Soraka, Zera, Thresh, and so on. So let's get down to it. So first of all, we're going to start with the runes. For runes, if I play a tanky support, I like to use 9 attack damage marks, 3 attack damage quintessences, 9 gold per 10 seals, and 9 armor glyphs. You may want to switch some or all of the seals for armor seals to increase your tankiness early game. For ability power using supports, I like to go for 9 magic penetration marks, 3 ability power quintessences, 9 armor seals, and 9 mana regen glyphs. For masteries, there are many choices with each its advantage. The first one is 0921. If I'm planning to play passively slash defensively, that would be a proper mastery page to go for. I also have 2 pages that are respectively called AD Tank Lane and AP Tank Lane, which consists in 9210 for being even tankier. When I use those 2, it's for when I'm planning to make plays during the laning phase. They're the ones I use the most because I like to bully my opponents as a support. When it comes to the items, be sure to talk with your AD carry on a playstyle during the lane. In the notes for the patch 4.3, Riot Pwif had the bright idea to have new players by writing each of the support's items strategical use. For the Amulet Coin, it's an item you'd want to use if you want to play passively slash defensively. We're giving the Ancient Coin line a reduction in combat related stats so that we can focus on its holdout pattern of staying alive in lane. This is definitely the lowest risk line of them all, but it also provides the lowest overall rewards. The keywords in that code are staying alive in lane. For the Relic Shield line, it's an item you'd want to use as an engaging support for the extra health and maybe heals if you have a stack and killing a minion during the trades. We're reinforcing the Relic Shield line as all-in tanky support items for those who want to scrap in lane all day. This is a moderate risk, moderate reward item. The keyword in that code is all-in. For the Spell Thief's Edge line, it's an item you would want to use as a poking offensive support, which is usually ability power champions. Buying a Spell Thief's Edge is a commitment to harassing your opponents from afar. It'll be the highest risk and reward item in terms of gold generation. The keyword in that code is harassing. For starting trinkets, I prefer using the Warding Totem to grant extra vision early game, since you do not start with as many wards as we used to start with. I usually like to keep it until the Ruby Sightstone, or before making plays with the use of the Sweeping Lens. For example, before using Fiddlestick's ult, it is good to know whether that spot is warded or not. And finally, the last but not the least, the actual laning phase. Depending on how you want to play during the laning phase, either passively, engaging, or poking, there are different ward tactics and champion positioning. Let's start with a passive or defensive laning phase. You would want to use a defensive strategy against an all-in bot lane by making sure the wave is frozen in front of the tower so that your AD carry misses less creeps. The tower's over here. This is the range, and you would want to freeze it around here. You could also do that while freezing the enemy wave on the tower, but then you're allowing the enemy to capitalize on the fact that you are playing passively, which allows them to work towards getting a tower. You'd want to keep the 2 Warding Totems for the brush and your Sightstone for the Tri-Brush. If you're playing an engaging poking or offensive laning phase, your creep waves must be even or greater than theirs. When engaging, you'd want to make sure the engage is in your favor by having the Tri-Brush warded and the River warded, while keeping an eye on the creep waves. When poking, it is much harder to hit or land pokes when being pushed, hence why your creep waves number must be even or greater than theirs. The wards while poking are also placed in the Tri-Brush and the River.
What the heck? What the heck?
Oh, scared me.
Yeah, you're dead, yeah. Oh, oh, dude, you need to hit it. He's gonna kill you. Oh, oh,